the last time the Rams visited Lumen Field, they eliminated the Seahawks in the wild card round of the playoffs. LA now returns to Seattle to kick off Week 5 on Thursday night.
We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the Soto district of Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. Brandon Gaunt here alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Seahawks in this matchup, they've got to be thinking, hey, we've got a good chance to be successful here running the football.
No doubt about that, because that has to be their mindset. It should be their mindset. This is one of the better rushing offenses in the league, and they're squaring off against a team that's not at all strong on the other side of the ball. So this could be one where we see this offense try to impose their will through the trenches, and in fact, they should.
Und damit heiße ich euch herzlich willkommen zu Let's Play Madden NFL 22. Nach dem Intro von Brandon Gaunt und Charles Davis jetzt gegen die Los Angeles Rams in dieser Woche. Und wir wollen natürlich in diesem Division-Duell ganz klar den Sieg, denn wir haben es ja auch im Intro gehört. Das letzte Aufeinandertreffen, ja, war nicht das Beste für uns in der Realität. Und auch in der Realität, in der Regular Season waren es keine zwei guten Aufeinandertreffen. Also keine relativ guten, sagen wir es mal so. Und wir wollen es hier im Game natürlich anders machen. Und wollen einen Sieg holen gegen die Rams. Aber ob uns das gelingt, werden wir jetzt gleich erst herausfinden. Ja, und der Run war schon mal nicht gut von Chris Carson. Es ging schon mal nach hinten los. Und das Ramsey bei Rocks. Das war eng. Das Einzige, was wir versuchen können, ist jetzt noch ein paar Yards für den Panther rauszuholen, weil ein First Down gehe ich jetzt mal nicht mehr von aus. Und da war sogar fast die Interception. Kein guter erster Drive. Ja, hoffen wir mal, dass wir deren ersten Drive auch ein bisschen vernichten können. So beginnen wir doch schon mal stark. Ordentlicher Hit gegen Beckham. Jetzt kommt Matthew Stafford, der ja in Wirklichkeit zum Zeitpunkt der Aufnahme die Chance hat, den Superbowl zu gewinnen. Und das wäre schon nicht schlecht, wenn er das schaffen würde. Erstes Jahr in LA. Ich würde es ihm gönnen, ich würde es auch gönnen, keine Frage, aber ich weiß nicht, irgendwie Stafford hat mir über die letzten Jahre so leid getan bei den Lions. Dem würde ich das nochmal ein kleines bisschen mehr gönnen. Jetzt wollen wir uns aber nicht darauf konzentrieren, was in der Realität ist, sondern hier. Und dort gehen die Rams Stück für Stück nach vorne. Mit dem Catch von Higby.
From the 38, Stafford. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
Glück gehabt für Stafford. Das hätte der Pick sein können.
Here's Stafford. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. They'll run on first down with
Ach,
Akers.
schön.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
And gleich
2
durch
yards the
gewesen.
loss, second and 12.
Und das
This
ist ein
defense is a difficult
Loss
one
for
to
two.
prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there
Bobby.
stopping him for a loss.
A second down
Und
pass
das hätte die
play
Interception sein können, wäre das Feld ein bisschen
But, I mean,
größer.
there was no question about
Aber
the intent
gute
there, and I think he was a little fortunate
Deckung
that the
bei
penalty
uns.
flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on third down.
And that is
Und der wird auch nichts.
Not only did he have a
Wieder
chance
mit
to scan
Deckung.
the field there, it
Ball
felt like he had a
zurück
chance
zu
to
uns.
scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield equally good.
Ja, und den können wir uns
And
austippen
not what he was
lassen.
hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a
Erstmal ein
touchback.
Touchback.
Seattle's
Und
offense
jetzt
coming
sind wir
back
wieder auf
onto
dem
the field,
Feld.
ready for their
Jetzt
second
müssen wir den
drive.
Drive ein
As
bisschen
mentioned, this one of the
bisschen
hottest
besser
teams in the
gestalten.
NFL, riding that winning streak into this one. But now playing here on Thursday night, do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down
und der
focus
kommt nicht
and
bei
only
Beasley
worry
an.
about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that. Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look
Und
downfield,
jetzt
he's
müssen wir
standing
schon
in
bei
the
dem
pocket.
Play jetzt mal ein
Just
paar
can't
Yards nach
find
vorne
anyone
machen.
open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Another throw on second
Das
down, and
wird
this
wieder
one
nichts.
incomplete as well. Well, you know, this
Damit
club,
können wir es
there
eigentlich
were
schon
some
wieder fast
reports earlier in
vergessen.
the week, and most have heard this
Das
by
Play.
now, the so-called
Also
unnamed
den
sources
Drive,
that were
außer
saying,
wir haben jetzt einen
all
Wunder
is
mit
not
Henry Rux
rosy
und der
in
macht
that
10 Yards
locker
mit dem
room. There's
Jet
whispers
Sweep.
that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had
Nee.
enough of how things are going and have been going.
Zwei
How would you
ganz
handle
schlechte
that as a
Opening
coach?
Drives von
Well, you and I
uns.
both know
Also
all the
ganz,
coaches
ganz
that
schlechte.
we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling
haben wir
starts,
Beckham.
it becomes a slippery slope and it's
Und damit
hard to
ist wieder
stop the
Matthew
flow.
Stafford.
But I think you need to sit some
Auf
guys
dem
down
Feld.
and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought
Aber
in
das
with
sind
what we're
gerade
doing.
ganz
Come
schlechte
on, let's get
Drives
on
von
board.
uns.
Off of play action, here's Stafford. He'll get this complete to
Da
Cooper
hat er
Kupp.
Cooper
And
Cup.
he'll be taken down, but not before they work
Ah.
it across midfield. That is catch number 300 now
Und den
for his
dauerhaft
NFL
unter Kontrolle
career.
zu haben, das ist fast unmöglich.
On first down at Stafford. That is
Und da wären wir durch
incomplete.
gewesen.
So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful
Aber
start.
er hat wenigstens schon mal 3 Bälle angebracht, Stafford. Und wir haben noch gar keinen angebracht. Also gar keinen Pass.
You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Und weil Bobby das Tackle
And that'll
verpasst. Das
wind up
gibt es doch
moving the
nicht.
chains
Neues
again as
First
the
Down.
tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 32-yard line. So
Ärgerlich.
defensively here, you've got Matt Stafford at quarterback. Now, we know he's been in the league a long
So,
time, but
Nimm's
still
Bobby.
getting accustomed to playing in a Rams uniform. So what's your biggest key to stopping him?
Well, normally you would say
Und
with
da
any
ist
quarterback
Brooks
is pressure. Number
mit
of
dem
hits
Stopp
on him in
für
the pocket, keep knocking him to the
Akers.
ground. But Matthew
Damit sind wir
Stafford's
wieder
one of
beim
the toughest
zweiten und
quarterbacks
9.
in
Das
the
war ein
league. He just
Yard
keeps picking
gewesen,
himself up
den sie hatten.
and firing downfield. To me, it's that coverage of
So,
receivers. And
Brooks
when they go
wieder.
to make a catch, make sure you have someone there trying to make a play on the football.
Oh, he'll
Den
want
lässt
that
er
one
fallen.
back. Incomplete. He
Der
doesn't
Drop
drop
tut
too
weh.
many in that department. Third down.
Wir nehmen uns Elwood und hoffen, dass wir durchbrechen können.
Stafford. This is caught.
Ah,
All the way to the 2-yard
der
line
ist doch
there
drin.
before crossing over out of bounds. From the 2, here's first and goal.
Ärgerlich, und das wird der Touchdown, glaube ich.
They'll run here with Akers. And
Ja.
he's gonna take this one in for a Rams
Ei,
touchdown.
ei, 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 ei.
His third rushing touchdown of the year, his 5th overall. And the Rams are
Das
gonna
sieht
take
überhaupt
a
nicht gut
first
für uns
quarter
aus.
lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him
Denn wir
home.
haben bisher offensivmäßig nicht so viele Antworten gefunden. Das ärgert mich ein bisschen.
Extra point by Gay is
7-0 für die Rams jetzt. Wir müssen uns was überlegen. Was ist die Frage? Erstmal clean war. Jetzt müssen wir clever vorgehen. Das Erste, was wir machen können, einmal auf unsere Standardwaffe ganz kurz zurückgehen.
That allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all
Es gibt
of those
zumindest mal 4 Yards Raumgewinn.
The numbers on the ground for Carson last week. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive.
Either way, they would take that.
Den hat nicht. Halt ihn doch fest. Rocks. Kein Ball angebracht. Für Wilson. Also keine Completion bisher.
To throw is Wilson. Escaping the pressure right.
Das ist das erste First Down mit Rushes, aber kein Pass. Das ist sehr bitter gerade. Jetzt ist das erste Quarter vorbei. Wir brauchen noch nur mal einen Catch, damit wir mal so ein bisschen jetzt in dieses Spiel reinkommen. Also, wenn das so weitergeht, also ohne Catches, können wir hier nicht gewinnen mit nur Läufen. Und wir müssen wieder ausbrechen. Ärgerlich.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On second down now, it's Carson.
Das ist ein neues First Down.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Also sie werden gerade komplett kontrolliert von den Rams. Also wir haben überhaupt keine Chance gerade. Und das ärgert mich ein bisschen, weil die letzten Wochen waren eigentlich relativ gut, aber in diesem Spiel klappt gar nichts. Überhaupt nichts.
Wilson.
Und jetzt hat er ihn. Endlich. Die erste Completion. Henry Rocks. Endlich was. Und los geht's.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up
Das könnte eben gerade, der erste Catch könnte jetzt so einen Brockenzieher-Effekt haben. Aber wenn ich da schon sehe wieder.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand and it's incomplete.
That one was tipped up in the air and fortunately fell away for the defense because if the offense is able to grab that one, that's a short little jaunt into the end zone because there's not enough reaction time off of a tip ball for the defense to rally and make a tackle. They were very fortunate on that play.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly.
Wir sind zumindest mal in Field Goal Range, aber das ist halt alles nix. Ein Pass angebracht. Also das ist echt gerade sehr, sehr bitter, was hier passiert. Und wir spielen heim, wir spielen ja nicht mal auswärts. Das ist das Schlimme, was ich hier gerade sehe. Das Momentum ist mehr bei den Rams als bei uns. Und wir sind die Heimmannschaft. Also, das kann böse enden noch.
So here are the Rams to take over. They're leading right now and on the heels of that victory last
Jetzt
week
geben wir
against
Stafford noch
Arizona.
über 3 Minuten Zeit. Das ist eigentlich zu viel. Viel zu viel. Und da ist Adams mit dem Tackle. Und das ist der Sack. Leider eine Verletzung bei den Rams. Jetzt 3. und 16. Kommt Jungs. Und das ist Brooks und damit gibt es den Ball wieder. Damit sind wir beim 4. und 8 für die Rams und wir kriegen den Ball wieder. Und das Game erinnert mich so ein bisschen an den Super Bowl der Rams gegen New England. Es war auch kein gutes Spiel. Aber irgendwie ging das auch zu Ende. Wir fangen mal damit an.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
So.
2 minutes to play in this first half.
2-Minute Warning ist erreicht. 7-3. Eigentlich müssen wir irgendwie versuchen, Punkte aufs Board zu bringen und am besten eigentlich einen Touchdown. Denn die Rams kriegen ja zur zweiten Halbzeit den Ball. Und das hilft nicht uns. Und da können wir raus und das ist zurück. Damit sind wir 3. und 10 und das Play ist eigentlich schon wieder vorbei.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
So.
On first down, Wilson. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. 7 yards.
That's Everett den Ball.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Play action. It's Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
They can't stop.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll break the huddle and go for it. This is 4th down.
Wir müssen dafür gehen. Hier gerade in so einem Low-Scoring-Game irgendeine Chance haben.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Mission accomplished on that throw. Slant, pick up the first down. I like how he just put it on the receiver and didn't lead him on that one.
Happened quickly. Defense, not much they could do. 2 first downs.
Weil hier kann jeder Punkt entscheiden. Selbst wenn wir jetzt hier nur mit einem Field Goal rausgehen, kann dieses Field Goal am Ende entscheidend sein.
Now it's Wilson. And he will find his man Ruggs. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
And as a quarterback,
Also
you
schon mal
always
etwas.
want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Carson, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And we're going to get a
Jetzt haben wir
timeout
noch 2
with 2
und wir
seconds
nehmen
remaining in the 2nd quarter.
die sicheren
So
Punkte
with
mit.
2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash.
Und gehen in die Halbzeit
And Myers
mit
able to knock it
7:6.
through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, guys, thanks very much. We'll get back with you shortly. But first, let's take a look at what's coming up this weekend around the NFL. Some great games coming up this weekend. The first one, a game in the NFL's International Series. Atlanta taking on the New York Jets. You got to set your alarm for that one. 9:30 a.m. Eastern, 6:30 Pacific. More good stuff later in the afternoon. One being down in the desert, where it'll be the Cardinals at home in Glendale, taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Then, on Sunday night, a potential Game of the Year candidate, an AFC Championship game rematch. The Bills, the Chiefs from Arrowhead. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Rams. And even though they've got a halftime lead, they're likely devising ways as we speak to try and get a little more production from their passing game. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they too found some success throwing the football. But I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half. Both these teams going through their final adjustments before heading back out of the locker room. Time for us to go back out to Lumen Field, where we rejoin Brandon God.
Okay, Coach.
So, also wir versuchen ihn die kurzen Pässe wegzunehmen, also den Rams, und uns selbst irgendwie die kurzen Pässe mal frei zu machen. Um überhaupt irgendwie mal Yards aufs Board zu kriegen. Machen wir das.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Und ich hoffe, es funktioniert.
Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Stafford popping his
Da
forward. It's
ist
a jet sweep.
Brooks.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Nicht schlecht von ihm.
Back to throw, Stafford. Going right back to Beckham here, complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Stafford going to give this to Akers. Room here to run.
Und da ist Akers weg und das ist der Touchdown.
10. Touchdown LA. Cam Akers, his 2nd touchdown of the night.
Mit der bisherigen Offensleistung könnte das sogar schon der entscheidende Sieger-Touchdown sein.
And then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. That deserves a couple exclamation points.
And that's his 2nd touchdown run of this game.
Ist das also das ist wirklich ein richtiges Kribbelgame. Und wir haben das Momentum zum Ende der letzten Halbzeit weggenommen auf Seiten der Rams und sie haben es wieder. Also alles, was wir ihm weggenommen haben an dem Momentum, was ihr ja seht, haben sie jetzt mit diesem einen Play wiederbekommen. Toll.
Point by Gay is up and good, and the lead is up to 8. Here's Moore. He will return it.
Und das ist ärgerlich, dass wir genau das wiederbekommen haben, was wir ihm weggenommen haben.
Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third.
Fokus liegt auf was anderem. Wir fangen jetzt erstmal an mit einem kurzen Pass. Hoffentlich.
Yeah, not out now joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive.
Der kommt an.
Defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field.
Das ist schon mal etwas.
Better, so they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see.
So.
On second down.
Da steht uns unser eigener O-Liner im Weg. Oh, Herrgott. Und Flucker ist verletzt. Und jetzt haben wir 3. und 2. So. Und das hilft natürlich nicht weiter, weil unsere O-Line ist eh schon nicht gerade heute die beste. Dann auch mit Flucker eigentlich mit einer unserer besten. Weg. Ja, wir lassen es schnell spielen. Jeder lieber auf Nummer sicher. Das Henry Rux komplett frei.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. From the gun, it's Wilson. Looking for Ruggs again, and he's got him again. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that
Der war eng geworfen, aber muss auch mal sein.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Carson.
Die Läufe kommen heute gar nicht. Und stehen unsere eigenen O-Liner sehr oft im Weg. Und das killt gerade unser Run-Game.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Da können wir nicht viel machen.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Und der kommt nicht an.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Oh Mann.
Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have
Jetzt
used.
sind wir schon im Hintertreffen. Jetzt brauchen wir eigentlich schon einen richtigen Turnover wieder. Mit einem Stopp oder einem Fumble. Irgendwie sowas. Ja, sonst haben wir das Game hier verloren, im Heimstadion durch inkompetente Offensleistungen. Muss man einfach sagen, die Defense hat in der ersten Halbzeit wirklich bestanden. Nur wenn die halt alle 5 Minuten wieder auf dem Feld ist, dann hast du irgendwann auch in der Defense keine Power mehr und verlierst so das Spiel, das ist ganz klar.
Stafford on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete.
Der ist incomplete. Keine Interception, aber er ist incomplete. Wir haben den Turnover.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. There we go. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They had
Also wir brauchen jetzt einen Touchdown plus Two-Point-Conversion, um das Spiel auszugleichen. Schwer. Das ist doch jetzt mal ein guter Lauf von Chris Carson. Weil das dürfen wir halt trotzdem nicht vernachlässigen, das Run-Game. Weil noch ist die Zeit in Ordnung, akzeptabel. Und das ist DK. Kann man mit leben. So. Drittes Quarter ist vorbei und jetzt das letzte. On EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Von links kommt der Blitz. On second down now. Und da versuchen wir durch die Mitte durch. Und das ist ein neues First Down. Den hat Luckett schön neues First Down. Also offensmäßig läuft es jetzt ja einigermaßen bei uns. Wir müssen jetzt halt nur da hinten hin, wo Seahawks steht, in die Endzone. Sonst haben wir hier ein Problem in dem Spiel. Everett. Schönes Ding. And Gerald Everett makes a good catch there for a first down, and he was signed away from the Seattle Seahawks division rivals, the Rams, after 4 years in LA backing up Tyler Higbee. He's excited about his opportunity. Und das ist der Touchdown. Henry Ruggs. Henry Ruggs, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have a chance to tie things up. Und jetzt müssen wir das Spiel ausgleichen. Und das wird jetzt mit eine schwierige Aufgabe. Und ich vertraue auf den Wurf. Und den hat Everett. Den hat Everett. Und damit der Ausgleich. 14-14. Puh. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum. Und jetzt haben wir das Momentum auf unserer Seite. Und jetzt kann die Defense wieder, wie schon in den Minuten zuvor, in den Plays zuvor, zeigen, was sie drauf haben. Oder Stafford zeigt uns, was er drauf hat. Also wir können jetzt hier das Spiel defense-mäßig gewinnen oder defense-mäßig zumindest wieder mal spannend werden lassen, indem sie die Führung holen. Und der kommt an bei Woods. Nachdem er seine Route beendet hat, kein Yard mehr nach vorne zumindest bekommen, aber es waren halt trotzdem eine 6-Yard-Route. Damit ist er beim zweiten. So. 3. und 4 jetzt. An excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline. Nein, neues First Down. Das ist ärgerlich. Und der kommt nicht an. Das ist gut. Das ist gut. 2. und 10. Kommt Jungs. Und der kommt nicht an. Der kommt nicht an. Und jetzt haben wir unseren drittes Third Down. Drittes Down. 3. und 10.
This is caught. It's Woods.
Und der kommt an bei Woods. Verdammt. Ärgerlich. Wir schaffen es also bis zum dritten, also Third Down und dann kriegen sie es immerhin, einen Spieler freizukriegen. Aus der Coverage raus, aus der Zone raus. Und da ist Higby.
And part of a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
From the red zone now, Stafford. He's got Higby complete right side.
Und da ist wieder Higby.
He gets it to the one. Out of bounds right there.
Das wird, glaube ich, jetzt leider doch der Touchdown. Und da ist er.
Cam Akers, his third touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Rams have
Jetzt haben wir 2 Minuten. 59, um das Spiel zu drehen und einen Unentschieden wieder draus zu machen. Oder wir riskieren es und gehen am Ende auf die Two-Point und versuchen den Sieg zu holen. Das sind die 2 Möglichkeiten, die wir jetzt haben. Option Nummer 3, Ball abgeben, kommt gar nicht in Frage.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
So.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw into the hands of Lockett. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2.
2-minute
Fourth
warning.
quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Jetzt dürfen wir nichts überstürzen. Überhaupt nichts.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going.
Das ist neues First Down.
First before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the dart ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, third and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll make it second and short. Wilson to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Leonard Floyd in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
What?
This is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Das ist unsere letzte Chance jetzt.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down.
Und das war's.
And he's brought down.
Das war's.
Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Jetzt werden sie natürlich den Ball laufen.
Now a give, Akers running left. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
So.
Going right back to Akers.
Und das war's.
And he's across for the touchdown.
Aber zweimal das Tackle verpassen.
Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down, and now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the 1st down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not
Wir
much
haben jetzt
further.
zwei
As he's dropped at the
Möglichkeiten. Wir können das
23-yard
Spiel
line.
aufgeben. Oder versuchen noch ein Play und geben dann auf.
Down by 2 touchdowns.
Wenn das nichts
25
wird.
seconds remaining. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And he will get out of bounds to stop the clock as he picks
Obwohl
up
ich
maybe
eigentlich noch
8.
gerne einen
That's
Touchdown
all.
hätte.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Here's Wilson. And this will go to Carson out wide. And he is out of bounds with the 1st down. And 13 seconds left to go. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Dumps this one off to Chris Carson. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now it's Wilson. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end Everett. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
So, das letzte Play für dieses Game.
One last shot for Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the
Der war
back
nix.
corner of the end
Und
zone,
damit
but he
die
could not
Niederlage.
get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So the LA Rams with a victory here, and they were buoyed, Charles,
Das
in a big
war-
second half to put this one on ice.
Es war ein echt
And I know a
bitteres
lot of
Game,
people watching this
muss man
one
einfach
were
sagen.
thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting.
Überhaupt
Took the
nicht
paint
gut von
off the
unserer
walls with some of
Offense,
the words that
überhaupt
were
nicht.
said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made.
Also
They
das
came in
Ding
with a
hat
game
überhaupt
plan
keinen,
that we saw
überhaupt
that didn't work in the
keinen
first half. They made the adjustments
Spaß
necessary,
gemacht,
went away from
offensmäßig
that,
zumindest.
and they got
Hat
it together,
überhaupt
got
nicht
a spark,
funktioniert
and then took off. It's really nice
und
to watch in the
geklappt.
second half.
Also das ist echt
So
bitter.
for the
Die
Rams,
Defense war gut,
they move back
aber die
over
können halt nicht
100
alles
and 3
stoppen.
and 2 now on the year. Now they'll have a few extra days here before they face the Giants next
Ärgerlich.
week. Meanwhile, for Seattle,
Also da muss definitiv nächste Woche eine Steigerung her. Definitiv, weil sonst haben wir ein Problem. Bobby Wagner kriegt nochmal ein Upgrade. Ist damit jetzt 87 stark. Und bei dem spielen wir ja auch irgendwo um die Karriere, weil der hat ja angekündigt, wenn das hier nicht läuft, dann bin ich weg. Will ich eigentlich nicht unbedingt. Wir gehen eine Woche vor, schauen uns das Ganze mal an. Und haben 3-2, 3-2, 2-3 und 1-4. Und jetzt kommen die Steelers. Und ich hoffe, dass das Ding zumindest ein bisschen besser läuft für uns. Gegen die Steelers. Ich hoffe, dass wir jetzt keine Verletzten für nächste Woche haben gegen die Steelers. Nein. Sieht nicht so aus. Nein, haben wir nicht. Ja, dann... Oh, doch. Dix. Dix mit Verletzung. Und das ist gar nicht gut. Gucken wir mal ganz kurz auf den Kader. Er ist 73, den wir jetzt haben. Vielleicht die Position wieder vergessen. Okay. Safety. Al Thomas oder Richard Sherman. Und ich würde sagen, welcome back. Richard. Wir müssen einen Spieler cutten. Kein Problem. Travis Homer. Geben wir ab. Und ich bedanke mich fürs Zuschauen. Hoffe, euch hat dieser Part gefallen. Und wir sehen uns in der nächsten Woche wieder, wenn es heißt Let's Play Madden NFL 22 gegen die Pittsburgh Steelers.